Okay, hello. I decided to try and do another video today. For those who this is the first time they've found this channel. Hello. I don't edit these videos. I just try to do this free form. The idea is to do at least 26 videos this year as part of my personal development journey to get used to speaking to the camera, which I think I am getting more used to it, and to try to impart some personal development ideas. Hopefully, this camera isn't moving too much. Anyway, so I guess over the last week, I think last week I mentioned I wasn't sure whether I was going to do a video this week because I have my mother-in-law in town and she and the family have gone out and it's quite quiet, and I'm not doing it in my normal room because that's where my mother-in-law is staying. But anyway, but in terms of my personal development element this week, it's about the little and often approach to things, compounding. I think there's a lot of things online that try to suggest that we should be trying to knock things out of the park each time. You know, big gestures, big hairy goals, or whatever the phrase is, big hairy audacious goals, as the phrase, which means for many people trying to just do really big things to kind of get things going. And don't get me wrong, making big actions, just move my hand a little, making big actions makes a lot of sense. You know, at the end of the day, you need to move forward, and big actions often gives you a sense of clarity in terms of seeing some success taking place. But the last week or couple of weeks, I've focused more on the little and often approach. So for Medium, for example, the writing platform, I've been writing 50 words a day. That's it, nothing spectacular. 50 words a day isn't a lot. Most days I do write a bit more than 50, but I'm just continuing to put in the reps. And I said this in the last video, put in the reps, do my 50 words a day, perfect. My Etsy store, which again is slowly but surely coming together, I've been doing something every day, something just very little. And if I compare my Etsy store now to, say, 2 weeks ago, yeah, it's almost day and night. I wouldn't say it's classically so, but certainly some advance. And I mentioned on the video last week, I said I would do something every day until the end of March. End of March is coming. I'll probably continue for a bit longer, but directionally, this is what I'm trying to do. And I think it's important that we all try to just make sure we're moving forward. An object in motion stays in motion. That's the approach I'm taking at the moment. Very clearly, you know, a lot of the YouTube narrative for personal development is, about taking action, which it's all about. But it doesn't really make it clear how boring taking action can be on a daily basis. But boring is really what it's meant to be. You know, putting in the reps is meant to be. It's not meant to be exciting every time. Going to the gym, doing your squats, doing your curls, doing your lifts aren't meant to be exciting every time, but you will see the benefits over time, and that's really what I'm trying to do more regularly. Now, I guess also in the last week, I've been focusing again on energy management. I've said in the past that insomnia is a big issue for me, and I even took an afternoon off, a proper holiday. I didn't take it off sick, but took an afternoon off because my sleep was so bad the night before. But I realised when I have energy, I can get so much done. Obviously, clarity of thought, clarity of action, these sorts of things are part and parcel of having the right energy. So the energy management situation is something I'm also going to focus more on, which means taking a step back. What aren't I doing in terms of Am I drinking enough water? Probably not. Am I eating the right foods? To some extent, yes. Am I eating some foods I know aren't great for me? Definitely. So stripping out sugars for sure. I need to do more of that. Um, and yeah, very clearly, that's just part and parcel of having focus. Very soon, I will start my twice yearly detox, which I'll talk about in a later video, which for me is my great reset every single year. I think I first found the discipline behind the detox principle when I was a kid, when I used to give up something for Lent. I was just thinking about this earlier. I think that must have been it, because the idea of doing a detox now just seems it's second nature, no biggie, But as a kid growing up, in a religious household where everyone gave up something for Lent, it was a very natural process once a year. And now, in my middle-aged years, doing this detox approach, it's natural. And so I need to be able to apply those same principles in terms of just general development. So as I said, I'll talk about my detox in coming weeks. But yes, it's really about going back to the source of things and working on the source of things in order to move forward. Because I know if I get my sleep in order, I have more energy. If I have more energy, I can apply myself better. If I apply myself better, then all of these development goals are on course. And that's really what this is about. So yeah, this is a shorter video than I've done in recent weeks, but I just wanted to make sure, I keep putting in the reps. This whole process is really for me to look at this video. If you see it and it inspires you, great. I would suggest you try it yourselves. Look at my first videos and see how they are then compared to how I am now. The idea is just to put the practice in. So just do your own YouTubes. Don't tell anybody that you're doing it. Look back on your videos in 6 months' time to see how well you've advanced. And that's really what this is about. This is about me putting this out for me and hopefully finding some people along the way to join me on the journey. Unvarnished, unscripted videos, no editing, as you will see. But really, this is what this is about. So yeah, feel free to subscribe to see whether I evolve or how I evolve over the coming months. Even these videos will evolve. I've even changed set for the first time in all these videos. So to see how these evolve, see how these videos might help you, because as I've said before, I trained as a life coach. I'm also in finance. I'm also an expat. I'm also a resume writer. I've got a few hats, I guess. So I will try to bring some of those values to the videos going forward. But as I say, feel free to subscribe, comment, tell me whether you're trying to do your own video, and just put it out there into the ether for no one or everybody to see. And then, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay, it's time for me to sign off and, yeah, get back to my day job, as it were. Bye for now.